to the Hottie Podcast. This is Hottie Podcast number 16, and I'm Brianna, and I'm joined by these two other hosts. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Liam.
Be sure to follow all of our YouTube channels and subscribe, and we're on Twitter, Hottie Podcast, at Hottie Podcast, and we're also on Twitter. Just check us out, because, why not? I don't know what I'm doing. I can't believe
you think you get better at this after 16 weeks.
I know,
Yeah.
especially when I jumped and was like, I'll host. You would think I would be better prepared, but I'm not.
You seem so confident.
It's like going on a roller coaster and thinking, it's not going to be so bad. And then once you reach the top and it goes down, you're like, why? I regret my life all of a sudden.
Yeah. So, how are we all doing this week?
Who wants to go first?
Been okay.
I'm opening the door, so.
It's been an okay week, yeah? Nothing exciting? Have we
No,
done
not
anything?
really.
I mean, it's been good. I got my jab, my first jab this week, my COVID jab.
That's a
Or is that
shot
one?
for the people here in the U.S. Or
Yeah.
injection.
I mean,
Be quiet, Liam.
You are a little quiet.
I was trying something new with the microphone and it doesn't work, so that's great.
Technology, it's the best.
Yes.
Mhm.
Especially when you
Sometimes I
have
feel like we
broken
should just-
USBs. Woo.
I feel like we should just rebrand as the anti-technology podcast. But
Yes.
Because I hate it.
Except-
I'm lagging.
we devolve into that every time.
Yeah. For those
Yeah.
who don't know, Brie might fix it in post, but Brie's lagging like a second. Like, she will speak and then we'll see her mouth move. So she's stuck in the past somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, God.
By the time this podcast has ended, she'll be in the 80s.
Fucking Liam. So,
But yeah,
was it okay?
I-
How did you react to the jab?
It wasn't that bad really. I only got like a slight feeling in the arm, and that was as if you were noticing it, like if you were moving it. So apart from that, I wasn't, because I knew about possible side effects. The person who gave me the vaccine told me about I would probably develop flu-like symptoms, and I'm like, okay, well, that's going to be fun for Thursday and Saturday, potentially, when it comes to D&D, because, of course, for those who don't know, you could suffer them for 48 hours after getting jabbed, so... but, yeah, I only really suffered a sore arm, and that was it, so... But I have been told the second shot is worse, so, yeah. But I think that depends on what vaccine you get as well, because I got Pfizer, so,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Have
I
you
don't-
gotten yours, Lauren?
Yeah.
No, I have the opportunity to, but I'm like the worst about doing things, remembering to do things, even the most important things. So I'm like, yeah, I should probably do that, and then I don't. I've been meaning to make an appointment with a therapist for about 4 months now. I still haven't done it.
No.
I'm the worst. I am the queen of procrastination, and not in a good way.
Oh no. Hopefully soon.
Hopefully
An alarm,
soon.
maybe.
Yeah.
Or like a reminder. Do like an event thing with your calendar. Like...
Yes. Vaccine.
You would think that
Vaccine.
works. It does not.
Just across the calendar, vaccine in big writing.
Oh,
Diagonally.
Wait, if you set it as alarm, you're just gonna hit snooze, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I get it as a reminder, I will turn it off and put my phone down and forget about it immediately.
Oh no.
It will be wiped from my memory.
I got my text message from the NHS who was saying, "Oh, you're eligible. Contact your local GP." And I sprung up as if I was waking up on Christmas morning. Like, I'm doing this. Like, And then walking to the center, I was getting nervous because when I was a lot younger, I used to be scared of injections, and I'm like, what am I being worried about? I'm over this. So I feel like there's a small morsel of younger Liam that was in there about being a bit afraid of injections, but yeah.
See, like, I didn't make my appointment. My father-in-law did, because, like, he was eligible for his first because of underlying conditions. And so he was able to make one for his wife and Hannah. And then he was like, give me your information. I'm like, huh? He's like, I'm getting you the shot. Like, give me your stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. So he, like, made the appointment for me. And I was fine the first shot, but because I got mine earlier in the day on Saturday before a D&D game. And so, like, I couldn't lift my arm, but that was just it, at least for the first shot. And Zach, he was kind of, like, past Liam in a sense, where I, like, got home, and Zach was just like, did it hurt? Zach is my husband. Just gotta let the audience know. So my husband was like, did it hurt? I'm like, no, it wasn't painful. He's like, are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. He's like, if it hurts, and you lied to me. I'm like, no, it's not anything like that. Like, he's such a baby when it comes to the shot. I'm like, you want a full sleeve. You want a full sleeve tattoo. And he's like, yeah, but his reasoning is tattoo needles are only like this big. And needles for shots are like this big.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, it's repeated, right? With a tattoo. It's not just one and done. And he's like, no, it just...
Yeah, that's unending pain.
Yeah,
Like...
this is it. I'm a bit more worried about getting a tattoo than I am with just getting a little prick. That's it. It's just like it's just a nip. Like, not even a big nip. It's just a little pinch.
I didn't even feel it. And then he comes home, he's just like, you lied to me. I'm like, no, I did not. You're such a baby. Just like, what do you want me to do? I felt nothing. But the second shot was the one that, like, that was the worst. It was bad. I felt bad, and I got it in the morning, and then I had Hannah's graduation party that I was hosting. Oh. And just like, oh god, like, everyone, like, trying to, like, oh, where does this go, Bree? Where does this go? Like, what do you want this? I'm like, ah! Just like, I don't feel good.
Well, I'm excited for when I get my second shot.
It's only for a few days. It's fine.
I know, but I don't like the idea of just being being ill, sprawled out in my bed. I want to, like, get up and do something. So if I do suffer those effects, then that's gonna be a journey. So, yeah. But we'll have to wait and see. I think it's the 29th of July is when I get my second shot. So
is that a D&D day, or is it like a Monday or Tuesday, or?
I think it's a Tuesday. Let me have a little check. It is a Thursday, so it is the D&D day. So.
Oh no.
But I know.
Hopefully the rest of it's on Friday, because, like, the day you get it, at least for me, it didn't hit me until, like, that night.
Yeah.
And then the next day I was just dead. Nope, couldn't do it. Had a high fever. My whole body was on fire. And then the next day it was just, like, achy, just out of it. Yeah. It wasn't as bad the technically third day. So hopefully you get most of it Friday?
Yeah, to be fair, though, I think it did something positive to me because of the fact that I was feeling more awake than I was the previous few days, because I was feeling a bit like, I don't know, I was like, I don't want any coffee today, so...
It's that Christmas morning effect.
Yeah. and then, like, just walking out for the duration of the day, I'm like, you know what, I'm feeling ready, so, yeah.
Got a little extra pep in your step.
Yeah. My body works in mysterious ways, so.
All right. So, this was a topic that we had, I think all of us are kind of prepared for, which is interesting. How did we dream this week?
Not I.
I'm scared of going first.
I'm scared of you going first as well.
Oh, so this should be fun.
Oh no, this was lengthy. As soon as I woke up, because this happened Saturday, as soon as I woke up, I had to write the whole thing down because there was just no way I could retain the whole thing in this sequence of events. So if you guys have shorter dreams that you want to share, please do, because you're gonna have to buckle in for mine.
I kind of do, but I'm very intrigued to hear both your dreams.
Well, Bridget said she's going last, so we're gonna have to go first. Anyway, so I don't know. I have been dreaming a whole lot more lately. They're not usually incredibly notable because it's usually stuff that's like so weird or so abstract that like it's not even interesting to attempt to tell about. But I have noticed with some of these dreams lately, especially when I had last night, like you can sometimes you're like, where did that come from? Where the heck did that dream come from? And then sometimes you're able to trace it back to like whatever in your subconscious triggered that.
Mm-hmm.
And last night I had a dream that I was Spider-Man and I was fighting an entire army of alien Spider-Men. And it was long and complicated, but I I know exactly where the dream came from. And it is like the weirdest like series of mental events to get there. Is because I was watching Age of Ultron last night. And I was thinking about Ultron, about how Tony Stark creates Ultron, and like how that's always the trope with superhero movies, is that at least in one movie they're always fighting a villain that's either like a perfect opposite of themselves or something that they created.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I was going through all the different superheroes in the MCU and thinking about it, like Captain America and Red Skull and Thor and Loki and stuff like that. And then I for a split second, I thought about Spider-Man and Venom. Who's an alien symbiote. And that one tiny second of thought that I dedicated no time to led to that ridiculously long, complicated dream.
Oh my goodness.
Spider-Man.
Oh man.
Did you
My subconscious mental gym... I don't know. I woke up before I could figure it out.
Oh man. Well, I mean, I've had some weird dreams recently. I had one yesterday, but I forgot to write it down. I was like, I want to go back to sleep. I'll remember it in the morning. I did not, obviously. So, and weirdly, this dream that I'm about to speak of came on the night after I had the vaccine. So, yeah, but one that stands out is weird because it was kind of intertwined, and I don't know how it makes any logical sense, but there was Belle and Rumple from Once Upon a Time.
Okay.
They were involved. And
Okay.
this is going to sound really, really, yeah. But there was also me being tortured by my former teachers from school at my college. And they were experimenting some shit on me as I kind of halfway turned into a Titan with blonde hair from Attack on Titan. And then, like, I halfway and then reverted back, like, you know, Hulk in Infinity War when, you know, Bruce was trying to get the big guy out. So, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah,
That's
I remember...
my secret, Eren Yeager. I'm always a Titan.
I'm waking up. Was I right?
Oh my god!
And yeah, because I said the blonde hair, and I'm like, I remember being strapped up as well, so it was like proper torture. And I have
Kinky.
no like.
No.
Yep. And I don't know how, you know, Belle and Rumple were incorporated into this, because afterwards, and I didn't wake up like in between, but I remember I remember like chasing down Rumple because he was trying to kill Belle, and before they did, like they forgot, as if the curse hit them or something like that.
Were you chasing them as the Titan? Because you know how some Titans are like.
No, I only remember. Yes.
Chasing him like this.
I love the wacky inflatable arm titans. Like,
Yes.
just that background information
Yes.
is just.
They're like running like Ed from Ed, Ed and Eddie.
or just doing flips.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I was the Titan, although memory loss, you never know. So, but yeah, I remember chasing them down, trying to stop like Rumple, and then all of a sudden it was as if they forgot, and then we were in a completely different area. So, yeah, that was some weird stuff. So, and this came on the night when I got the injection. So it's not a coinky-dink, right?
Right. Because, when Aaron got the Pfizer vaccine, he went fucking insane.
See, we got it all wrong, folks. They came prepared.
It makes sense. Makes total sense. Alright, well, I need to pull up my notes from my
Oh
dream.
God, you noted this?
I had to.
Yeah, she told us. She wrote it all down.
I had to. There was no way I could remember this, and I had to write this shit down.
Whoa!
It was bad.
Oof.
You wrote a fanfic, basically.
Basically, but it's not. So, okay. I'm only using this as reference because holy shit. Okay, so.
Strap in.
Yeah, please. So the dream started, and I was going to dinner with my parents, and I don't remember where we were eating, and I was stuck in the parking lot because I got lost in the parking lot, but in the dream, the parking lot was only 2 rows. So it's one row with parking spots left and right, and then the second row left and right. But for some reason, I was getting lost, and I didn't know where to park, even though there was parking spaces everywhere.
Yeah.
And I got lost, and I was freaking out, and I was running late. I had just showered, my hair was all wet, I was a mess, so I was just freaking out. And then, hold on. Okay, so I remember, so this dinner was a going away party for, Mark. And not my Mark, this is a Mark from, The Flash. I don't know if you guys are caught up on The Flash or not, but there's this villain named Mark, and he's a bartender, and he's also a villain.
Oh, yes.
He has a 6-pack of abs.
The hot
and
guy.
Oh, there's a scene, Lauren, when he whips off his shirt, and it was to the song, "It's getting hot in here."
Yeah, it's so cheesy, but
it's so cheesy.
I mean, if anything describes The Flash, it's cheesy.
Look, you do not want to know about the whole latest plot. I won't get into
No,
it.
my
plot
parents
is
watch
so
it.
Stupid.
My parents watch it, and I pop in every now and then just to get a good facepalm in, and then I'll leave. So
It's bad. Yeah. There's no defending it. Anyway, so the party was for Mark and his girlfriend, and so we're at dinner, and then after dinner I was supposed to take him to the airport because they were leaving, and so we go back to the parking lot, the 2-row parking lot, and I can't find my car, so I'm freaking out. But don't worry, I have a motorcycle, so I was gonna take them on my motorcycle. That just came out of nowhere. So the way we were on the motorcycle is his girlfriend, who is extremely tiny, she sat in front of me, pushed up, and then I sat behind her, and I was the one driving. But because we were so pushed up, Mark had to be behind us, and he had to my feet couldn't touch the ground, so he had to whenever we came to a stop, he had to have his feet on the ground so we wouldn't fall over. We basically clown card a motorcycle, and we were barely hanging on.
I'm trying to visualize it.
no, I can visualize it perfectly.
So we're driving on a freeway. So like freaking out. We're just driving. But instead of going to the airport, I dropped him off at my old apartment where they got a taxi. So I wasn't actually driving them to the airport. We said our goodbyes. And I got really sad. And so Brittany was like, oh, to cheer you up, let's work on your school project. And so me, Brittany, and Zach, my husband, and my stepbrother, I don't know why my stepbrother showed up because, you know, I have multiple stepbrothers. And this stepbrother in particular, he's the youngest and he's something else. And so we're all there. We're going to work on my school project. So we were heading to the beach, but on our way to the beach, we had to go to the zoo because I was doing a report on birds. And basically, some of the birds, based on their color, could talk. Like, the blue one had, like, a Canadian accent. The green one yelled at me in French.
Oh, no.
The pink one had a Brooklyn accent. So I'm going all throughout the zoo, like, trying to take notes, and they're just yelling at me, saying I'm getting all my notes wrong. Like,
oh no.
The Brooklyn one was yelling at me the most, like, I can't even do a Brooklyn accent, but they were like, well, you do it on the sidewalk, like, what the fuck, wait, no, that's
British, that's London.
They were yelling at me, like, screaming, like, I'm walking here. No, wait, no, that's New York. Wait, is that in Brooklyn?
Brooklyn is in New York.
Oh,
New York is not in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's in New York.
Oh! So they were yelling at me.
And on this week's episode, Brianna doesn't know geography.
Is she frozen? No, okay.
No, am I frozen?
I think you froze for a second there, but
okay.
Came back now.
Your
So
Zoom couldn't comprehend.
They were yelling at me in different accents and shit, and I was like freaking out. And then the one that was Canadian, he was yelling at me because I had a performance at the zoo. Because you know when you go to the zoo and they have like those spots where they like have the performances with the animals and shit for like the otters or like seals and shit?
Mm-hmm.
I was performing at one of them, apparently. And so they were yelling at me, and I had to do a bird dance as part of my presentation for school. And so I was doing it, and I was just, at this point, I was just like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I don't care if I do this dance right. Like, just fuck this. And then there was the concession stand, like, right there, where, like, looking where the stage was, and the guy and girl working the concession stand was laughing at me. And I felt really bad, so I was happy it was over, so I was just running towards the beach, right? And then, so we're walking on the beach, me, Brittany, Zach, and my stepbrother. And, sorry, I want to get this right. Because there's important
it's made so much sense so far.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so we're walking towards the beach, and we're walking towards, like, the cliff on the beach. We're on the sidewalk, and there's the sand, but, like, we're going up, so then we're at this cliff. And the cliff is leading towards, like, where this pier was. And I was working on, like, a song as we're walking. And my stepbrother was making fun of me. And my stepbrother is, like, 19, so he thinks he knows it all. And so he was just pissing me off. And so, like, he kept on nagging me about this song. And so I dragged him by his ear. And there was, like, a closet thing, like, right by the pier. So I, like, dragged him in there and locked the door. And then he was just there. And then, so we're at this pier. And then I look over. He's not seen again in this dream. He's just walked away. So we're walking and we're at the pier, and then I look over into the water and I see Joshua Bassett swimming, like in the water. Joshua Bassett, he's the kid in High School Musical, the series.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Okay, and he's the main guy in High School Musical, the series, and he's the guy that Olivia Rodrigo wrote the songs about. The, driver's license and, like, Good For You, la la la.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys are, like, heard those songs at all?
I know those songs because I'm on TikTok, yes.
Okay. So, she wrote those songs about him because they broke up, etc., etc. And so, we're walking on the beach and I see him swimming, and, he's with some friends, and they kept looking over at me because apparently I'm his ex, and it was just awkward, and like I'm like trying to focus on this song that I'm writing, and just like he's there, but then like a big wave comes, and he starts drowning, and so I jump into the water to save him, and so like I'm swimming with like his passed out body or whatever. I'm like swimming, and like since it was like a cliff thingy, there's like a ladder, and so I'm swimming because I jumped off the pier to go save him. Huh? What?
You roboted for like a solid 30 seconds. We did not hear any of that.
Okay, where did I leave off?
And now you're frozen. Okay.
Oh no!
This is...
We heard the part where you were swimming.
Oh god.
But that was it afterwards.
And then a oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What do I do? What do I do? Am I still bad or?
You're a little better now.
It's good now.
Okay. Yeah. So I jumped off the pier to go save him, and he's unconscious, and I'm swimming towards the shore. But since we're on a cliff, there's just like a ladder to go up, and so I'm swimming, and Zach, I'm like screaming for Zach to go get him, because he's still there, and I get to the ladder and I like hand him over, and Zach's like pulling him up, by his shoulders and stuff, and then I get sucked back into the water. And I'm like freaking out because giant Orbeez started showing up around me.
Wait,
you know
what?
Orbeez? Do you know what Orbeez are?
Yes.
Okay, Liam, you don't look like you know what Orbeez are. So Orbeez are these like little ball things that expand when it goes in water, and they're like multicolored and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So a bunch of Orbeez start showing up around me, and I'm freaking out because like I'm in the water, but the Orbeez are like going above my head. So I'm like freaking out, getting claustrophobic. And then Joshua Bassett like regains consciousness, and he's like, "Oh my god, she's drowning!" And so he jumps in after me and like pulls me out. And so we climb the ladder. We're just like, "Holy fuck!" Like, you saved my life, and I was just like, "Man, like I love you." And I still like just because you broke up with me doesn't mean I don't have feelings for you still. Because I wrote those songs about you, because apparently right now I'm Olivia Rodrigo. And so he's like, all right, maybe we should like, catch up sometime. Like, do our thing. I'm like, okay. And so like later that week, I remember the rest of this dream. It was just the beginning that was foggy. And so later that week we go on a date, and we go on a drive, and we go get ice cream, and it's great. And then like he invites me to his family's barbecue, and so we go to his family's barbecue, and then like it's super cute, like he's taking care of me, we're laughing, we're joking, la la la. And then I go to the bathroom, and I've run into his sister, and she's like yelling at me because she was just like, you broke his heart, la la la. And I'm trying to explain to her, like, he broke up with me. And she was like, but you wrote those songs that went viral. He cried for like 3 weeks. Like, you ruined him. Like, la la la. He doesn't deserve you. Or no, you don't deserve him. And like, she's yelling at me. And I'm just like, he broke my heart. It was just a song. Like, I'm freaking out. So I go to the bathroom. And then I get out of the bathroom. And I see his grandma. And she fucking body checks me. Because she's so pissed off about the songs. Because apparently I wrote Good For You and Driver's License and all that shit. And so I find Joshua like outside under like a canopy or whatever, and I'm just like upset. I'm like, I can't do this. Your family hates me. He's like, no, ignore them. Like, I love you still. I'm like, no, I can't do this. And then I leave the barbecue, and then the dream ends.
So if any TV producers want to adapt Rihanna's dream, you gotta give them royalties.
What TV station would pick this up?
CW.
I was thinking the CW.
What would they call it?
I just had to absorb all this in.
We'll workshop
I will have to say, not quite as entertaining as your Ben Barnes in Batman's parents'
yeah.
dream.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was something else. That was a.
But this
that
was
a different
something.
league. This was
This is
weird.
just long.
This
Yeah.
was just like a
Weird.
series long.
Convoluted.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
this was like a series long, like I don't know, event that
Yeah.
we would just recap if anything.
My dreams do get really weird, but also like one of my other dreams. I'm not going to dive into this one because I've been having reoccurring dreams about BTS, and
Yes.
like I talked about one in particular on the podcast with you, Liam, when I left you at a concert.
Oh yeah, I'm still salty about this.
Me and Alex left you at the concert to go hang out with Jimin and Jungkook. But like I would have like reoccurring dreams of me and Alex's continuous date because I would purposely read BTS fanfic at night to try to continue that dream. And at that point, I needed to have the fanfic written out because holy god.
And I guess I still don't get incorporated into those dates.
Not yet, but I'll try to manifest you showing up in my dream, Liam. I will.
That also explains why you still haven't finished Kingdom of Ash.
No, I've been, I don't know.
It's been 3 weeks, Brianna. I've been waiting for you to read this book.
It has been 3 weeks?
It's been 3 weeks at least.
Oh no!
It's also
Where
been
did I leave
about
off?
3 weeks since Butter came out, so I think that's been the catalyst.
It's been 3 weeks since Butter came out. That's why I haven't read it. I read a little bit. I was gonna actually plan, like, it's really funny that you said that, but I was gonna plan on reading it today before I go to Brittany's dinner thingy. But no, I fully plan to read this week. I promise, Lauren, I promise. I'll read it.
It's the BTS aura.
No.
Can you see the belief on my face? The faith in you that I have?
I'll read it. Also, I think part of me is like subconsciously not wanting to read it because it's the last book. Like, that's what I did for when I was reading the Vampire Academy series. I didn't read the last book for a while because I just didn't want it to end.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will put off books and even put off fan fiction because if I only read fan fiction when it's completed. I can't do it any other way because then I'll read a fanfic and it hasn't been updated in years and I get just really upset. So I have to make sure that it's completed. But I hate reading the last chapter because then it's over.
We don't like endings.
Yeah. I don't like it. That's probably another reason why I subconsciously was just like, no, I can't. I don't want to read this book. But I'll read it this week. I promise.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Okay. I promise. Okay. Have you heard of the...
Until then, manifest.
Huh?
I was just gonna say until then, manifest my date with Jungkook.
That's gonna have to wait in line. That's gonna have to wait in line for a second. I can't.
I am
help
not
it if you
being
don't-
happy. I'm not being happy at a party saying, "Yeah, it's okay, it's fine."
I don't choose the dream. I try to manifest it as much as I can, but like I'll try to put. I don't know how I could put you in my dream, man. If like, I don't know how to do
I
it.
take Jungkook from you. There we go. Problem solved.
No, I won't dream that. I can't control this. It's not a superpower, Liam. It just happens. I can't control the dreams. The dreams control me in a sense. Anyway, what are we all watching now that we want to adapt my dream into a CW show? Anything new?
Yeah.
All right. So, what were you saying, Liam? What have you been
I said
watching?
yeah.
Yeah.
You two were the ones that said you had stuff, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
I asked the
it's-
question.
And y'all are just sitting there.
I asked the question for someone to answer.
It's just, and I'm just gonna take a few steps back. Yep. But
Those are steps.
Those are squid. Wait, what
you
was I
get the
saying?
idea. But yeah, this is something that I have actually just started this past weekend, and I'm going to get crucified left, right, and center when I say this. I watched the first movie of Lord of the Rings for the first time the other day.
Why would we crucify you for that?
I don't know.
so
It's like you haven't
excited!
watched it.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, there's
like,
that,
I'm glad
but-
that you are watching it.
It'd be different
have-
if you came and was like, "Oh, I've never watched Lord of the Rings," but if the fact that you already watched the first one, did you react to it?
Yes, I have.
I'm so excited.
The
What I will
extended-
crucify. Thank you. That's what I would have crucified you for. Is if you didn't watch the
Yes.
extended
I
edition.
have to make
Yeah,
that
you have to
clear.
watch that
I
one.
watched the extended. That's
so
that's it.
much that they cut. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I am really curious about what they did cut. In
You don't wanna know.
like a shot. Oh,
Ignore it.
okay.
Ignore it.
Was it offensive or?
No, it's just a lot of
Well-
plot holes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They cut out like a significant amount of like important
Explanation.
moments.
Like, things
Mhm.
that you should have known going in.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like, if you hadn't
Um,
read the books, like, you probably should watch the extended edition to at least get a more of a sense of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, I watched that and I thought it was pretty good, and I'll be reacting to the second one in like a couple of weeks. So yeah, I thought I really liked what I saw and getting myself immersed into it. So
Do you have a favorite
that's
character
the
so
new
far?
thing. I do like Aragorn, especially with his past and how that's kind of like a cloud over him. So, but I liked Gandalf, and then he died. So,
Mhm.
Do you have any crushes?
not particularly yet, but that might go on. Although Legolas is looking a bit fine, so
Yeah, I'm like, Orlando Bloom.
That's Orlando Bloom.
I'm like, that's the big one.
I know. But nothing is like screaming at me as of this moment.
You mean Orlando Bloom's not screaming at you?
I mean, he is a Loki, but nothing like, oh my
He's not
goodness.
Loki, he's Legolas. That was stupid. That was a stupid joke.
That was stupid. I knew you
Wow.
were gonna do it, and I still
Wow.
was mad when it happened.
Wow.
I hate it. I hate me. Oh,
I'm just gonna end it there because Bree just did that. But yeah,
There's
that's-
stuff I was gonna say, but if you've only seen the first one, I can't
Yeah.
say it yet.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
how are you
I'll
going
get
to...
it.
there's one of the most attractive scenes in all cinema in the second movie, I believe. So,
Keep my eyes on. Oh,
do you know
oh.
what I'm referring to, Brie? Mm-hmm.
I have great confidence in this with the reactions I'm getting. So
It's
I'm
not
excited.
supposed to be attractive,
But it is.
but it is.
It was no
Look.
way, shape, or form supposed to arise these feelings in me. At all.
I think it was just supposed to be cool, but
Oh,
so much more.
it was so much
I mean, the good thing is, the great confidence I have is that you got great taste. So
We do.
I'm looking forward to this.
How can I ask how you're doing the reactions? Is it just one video or are you breaking it up into parts?
We'll
There's
see
a
how
lot-
it goes.
There's a lot I want to see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Not to sound like one of
first.
your crazed subscribers. Not to sound like a subscriber that's like, I need to see this. 'Cause
Oh,
I
it's
need-
okay because I announced it on New Year, and then I've got one person who's constantly like, "Where is Lord of the Rings?" And that's all this person asks, and I'm like, "I've already said that I'm going to do it in the summer," and yeah. I mean, technically it is now, but like we've got like a bloody good 3-4 months of it, so
Could have been end of summer, man. Come on.
yeah. But yeah, we'll see how it goes in terms of copyrights and because initially I'm planning it in one, but like I said, we'll see how it goes.
Mhm.
So
I'm excited to watch. I really am.
Mhm.
This week, me and the girls, we returned to a lot of the shows that we were regularly reacting to because we had to take a break for a few weeks. Like, not a break per se, but we did limited reactions, so we only reacted to like 2, maybe 3 shows. Because we were not missing the Bad Batch at all. And I think we were just doing, we finished Magicians and we finished something else. I just don't remember what it was. And so we're back to like full schedule reactions now, but we also started Winx like Fate the Winx saga. And I know there's a lot of controversy with it because, you know, it's nothing like the cartoon and like what we grew up with. But what got us interested in reacting to it was Nikki's friend. She was like, ignore the fact that this was an adaptation of the original Winx. If you just go into this show without any sort of expectation of the animation, this is a really good show, like top tier, one of her favorite shows. I'm like, okay, so just don't go in with any expectations of seeing anything else from the Winx, aside from like a few names and stuff and powers. So that we started it, and the first episode actually wasn't bad. It was interesting. I don't know if any of you like looked into it or wanted to watch it or anything.
No, I haven't even seen the animation of it. So.
I didn't know the animation existed before the show.
Oh, really?
The adaptation did, yeah.
I think
I'd never heard of it before.
I haven't seen it.
It's like up there with Teen Titans for me. Like it was on Cartoon Network. And it was just like,
That would explain why.
You don't watch Cartoon Network?
Not really. No, I was a Disney person. I'd never really watched much Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. It was all Disney and like Boomerang.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I was definitely Cartoon Network. I didn't watch like Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon wasn't too much me. And then a little Disney Channel.
I don't know what was mine. I think I every now and again had Cartoon Network on, but you know, I think it was, what was it, like midday when we returned to school or early in the morning, you know, on BBC, like they would have like a segment allocated to children, and I always used to like watch Jackie Chan Adventures. That was so good.
That was so good. I love Jackie Chan Adventures.
That was I got all the little like talismans when I was a kid. Like they had magazines that came out, and they had little like, you know how you have dog tags and whatnot, well they had little like pendants with that. So
you're so adorable, Liam. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was so good, and you know, my childlike mind would, you know, wish they would kind of activate in some kind of way. So yeah, but that was amazing when I was a lot younger. So
yeah, that was me with Winx Club, because then I was obsessed with fairies, and I had my wings, and I had the cute outfits, and I thought like, I think me and my friends like called each other like names and shit. So I was Fauna, and then like she was one of my other friends was Bloom, etc., etc. It was fun, and Winx Club was so good. It had like storylines like Teen Titans, where it's like, it's a kid's show, but like it's like Star Wars Clone Wars. So, like, it's supposed to be a kid's show, but it will pull your heartstrings. So Winx Club was great, and it's on Netflix. The original Winx Club is on Netflix, so if you want to watch that, go ahead. It's great.
Free advertisement there.
Yeah. Not sponsored.
Yeah.
Would sponsor this podcast.
Netflix can pick up your series, Brie.
Netflix would
make it into.
Netflix
has taste.
Yeah.
That pitch in the writers' room would not go well. I think they would stop right at the motorcycle. Right at the motorcycle, they would just be like, "Nope, can't do it. Not today." Okay.
I've been watching serial killer biopics this week.
Oh.
Anything interesting?
Yeah, I watched one that I had seen before, which was oh my god, I cannot, such a long, complicated name. It's the Ted Bundy one, with Zac Efron. It's like extremely wicked, shockingly evil, and vile. Which, it's basically about Ted Bundy's girlfriend, like, slowly realizing what he is.
Yeah.
And then I also watched for the first time My Friend Dahmer, which is about Jeffrey Dahmer's, like, high school years. It's like, yeah. I don't know why I'm so fascinated with serial killers, but
honestly, same though.
I've seen every episode of Criminal Minds at least twice, so
yeah,
it's my thing.
I watch Criminal Minds when Hannah watches Criminal Minds. Like, I'm not like at that level where she's at, where she like watched everything like 4 times at least, and like just that obsession with Matthew Gray Gubler. But understandably, he is a very very attractive. But I haven't actually watched any like documentary series, but I loved like Googling them because I'm just fascinated on like how they operated in like the stories and like the news articles and stuff. But I do want to start watching the documentaries. I just never know where to look to watch them.
They like
go ahead.
Lots of streaming services have like a whole bunch of documentaries. I know that Netflix has tons. They have a ton of different documentaries, and I think there are Cold Case Files on there, maybe, or maybe I'm thinking of something else. But yeah, I used to watch all those as well. I'll start when I took a forensics class in high school, and that was just it started there and it never ended. But yeah, I like the documentaries. I really like the not to say the dramatization of it, but like the dramatization of it.
Yeah.
There's another series that was on Netflix called Unbelievable, I believe, which was based off a true story of a serial rapist that no one really believed any of the victims until, and like it showed like how this one victim in particular, her life was just utterly destroyed because she tried to say that she was attacked, and how it just got swept under the rug for so many years until a couple of female detectives said, hey, there's something wrong here, and they went in and got the job done. Yeah,
that's insane.
Like how... it's like horrible to watch, but it's incredibly fascinating.
I think I remember actually sometime last year, it was when I was with my ex, and she suggested, because she had a fascination with crime documentaries, and we decided to watch.
It's a girl thing, I've noticed. It really is. Like, teenage girls have two mindsets: glitter and murder. That's it.
There's no in between.
I know we watched the trial of what was it, Gabriel Fernandez, I think that series was called, and I was like, okay, we'll watch this. And I remember, like, yeah, it was very, very horrific going through the episodes, but it was pretty interesting as well. So yeah, I remember that, but I haven't like delved further into that, so or anything related, should I say. So yeah,
there's this one documentary that Zach and my roommate Cody they watched this documentary. I don't remember like how it started or where they found it, but they watched this documentary about this guy who was like on Facebook, and he was like murdering animals, like dogs and stuff.
Yes. Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about.
And, like, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it. And so there's like these people on Facebook that are like, oh, we need to get this guy. He's killing fucking animals and shit.
It's called Don't Fuck with Cats, and it's on Netflix.
Oh, was it cats? Okay.
Yeah, it's cats.
So it started with cats, and then it led to dogs, and then it led to people. And like it kept on escalating, and he just never got caught. And like it became a game for this guy, because he would like post it on Facebook, and these people are like trying to find him, but they never could. And I guess they like they thought they found the guy, and so I don't know if they put him in jail or whatever, or like I don't know if they killed him or like put him up for trial or some shit.
Yeah. So basically, what it was is he started by posting pictures or videos on different online forums and stuff and Facebook of him killing kittens. And internet sleuths are great, and there's one thing you don't do on the internet, and that's you don't harm animals. Like that is it's like the number one rule.
Yeah.
If there's even an inkling that an animal is being harmed, people come for you.
Yeah.
So basically, a whole bunch of internet sleuths just jumped on this guy and were desperately trying to find him so they could bring him to justice, because the only clue they had were these videos. And this was before easily backtraceable uploads. So they would look at the different objects in the guy's apartment and try and see if they could find it online, find where they originated or were sold, and then they could like lower it down to a specific location. So it's basically just a whole bunch of sleuthing like that. But while they're trying to hunt him down, he was escalating. He killed more cats, he killed a dog, and then came the horrible day where he posted a video of him killing a man.
Shit.
And they were, at this point, the sleuths were desperately trying to contact the police in the areas that they believed this happened, but no one would believe them because they didn't have any real evidence. So, this is spoilers, by the way, for anyone who wants to watch this.
Yeah.
I probably should have said that earlier.
It's
But,
okay.
but no one believed them until this guy's body parts were shipped to different governments across the world.
Oh.
And they were like, okay, so we know who this guy is, we know where he is. And finally the police start working with him, and because of the internet sleuths, they were able to track him down and apprehend him before he could kill any more people. And he went to prison.
From what I know, like, one thing, again, spoilers, but I guess during this hunt, they found a guy that they thought was the guy that was killing people, and they, like, I don't know if they killed him or they apprehended him or they, like, put him in jail or whatever, but it ended up not being the guy.
Oh, they didn't do anything like that. They doxed him, they ruined his life, and I think he ended up committing suicide.
That's what it was. Yeah, it was like that, but then, like, it was kind of like, okay, so it's not him, like, let's move on. Like, they were, like, so focused on trying to, like, find this dude.
It is a wild documentary, but extremely fascinating. Like, it takes so many twists and turns.
Yeah.
It's mental.
Yeah.
But it was really good.
Yeah, Zach was talking about it for a while because he was like, he doesn't usually watch, like, documentaries and stuff, but he is, like, fascinated like I am. But him and Cody watched it, and he's just like, holy crap. I'm like, oh god. But yeah, no.
I think that would be me as well, because, like, I'm not usually a guy who's, like, going into documentaries and whatnot, but, like, especially with what was described, it's just mind-blowing, and yeah, it's just surreal. So
We should have a movie night.
Yeah,
oh
that'd be
yeah.
fun.
I can show you all my favorite murders.
That'd be fun. I'd have fun.
No, that honestly sounds like a good idea.
Just have a serial killer movie night.
Yes.
Bring your jammies.
Gonna be intense.
Your
Don't bring snacks, you might throw up.
Oh yeah.
Just the sparkly onesies and, like, glitter and horror, glitter and murder. That's it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Glitter and murder.
So I think that brings us to our hotties of the week.
Mm-hmm.
I can go first. I don't mind going first.
Oh yeah.
This is so stupid.
Oh, I've only seen a little bit of this.
There's so many. Okay, so it's all set up. So there are so many variations of this fucking trend, or even, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's pure. I love TikTok so much, and like how hilarious people can come together and be. So this TikTok, I don't know the original, so it's like Marcus Dipalo. This guy Marcus, and he posted this video with him and his girlfriend. It's Star Wars Day, and he, like, introduces his girlfriend to the world on TikTok. And when he does so, people kind of ran with this, because, like, it's kind of, even I was like, dude, he's holding this girl at gunpoint. Like, this is kind of awkward to watch.
Yeah.
And so people took that and ran with it. So there's a thread. There's a thread of people, like, adding, like, duetting this TikTok and just adding to it. And I fucking love TikTok for this. And so I found this thread of TikToks for this, but I'll explain. There's a few others that I've seen which absolutely make it fucking hilarious. But yeah, let's watch this one.
Happy Star Wars Day, everyone. Today is also my birthday. And because it's my birthday, I get to introduce you to my girlfriend, who is amazing.
Hi guys,
See?
I'm Brittany.
Yeah.
She rescues rabbits. And happy Star Wars Day, everyone. Today is also my birthday. And because it's my birthday, I get to introduce you to my girlfriend, who is amazing.
The matching
Hi, guys.
shirt colors.
Yeah,
I know.
I love the
She rescues
attention to
rabbits,
detail.
And she
Yeah.
goes on Target Ram. Happy Star Wars Day, everyone. Today is also my birthday. I get to introduce you to my girlfriend, who is amazing.
Hi guys, I'm Brittany.
She rescues rabbits, and she goes on Target rampages. Well, not Target rampages. She goes on rampages within the
Yeah.
Cutting
Yeah.
through the
Target.
butt.
It's actually a lot of fun. Star Wars Day, everyone. Today is also my birthday.
Again.
And because it's my
Attention
birthday,
to
I get to
detail is
introduce
just
you
so
to my
good.
girlfriend, who is amazing.
Hi guys, I'm Brittany.
What does it look
She
like?
rescues
He's
rabbits,
like pointing
and she
to the
goes on
camera, like
Target
read
rampages.
this.
Well, not Target rampages. She goes on rampages within the day. Everyone, today is also my birthday, and because it's my birthday, I get to introduce you to my girlfriend, who is amazing.
I
Hi,
just
guys,
love the
I'm Brittany.
collage.
Wait.
She rescues rabbits, and she goes on Target rampages. Well, not Target
What?
rampages. She goes on rampages within the department store of Target.
Oh.
It's actually a lot of fun. Hey everyone, today is also my birthday. And because it's my birthday, I get to introduce you to my girlfriend. Everyone, today is also my birthday.
Marcus, you don't want to do this.
I get to
Better
introduce
go.
you to my girlfriend.
Breaking news, a man is currently holding his girlfriend hostage. Breaking news, a man is currently holding his girlfriend hostage. Police are outside of his home waiting negotiation terms. Breaking news, a man is currently holding his girlfriend hostage. Police are outside of his home waiting negotiation terms. News, a man is currently holding his girlfriend hostage. Police are outside of his home waiting negotiation terms. News, a man is currently holding his girlfriend hostage. Police are outside of his home
Oh
waiting
my
negotiation terms.
gosh!
Okay, so like they went all out. TikTok went all out, and there's so many iterations of this. Like, I found one thread that I was dying that they brought the Avengers in.
Oh my god.
So like
Oh
you
my God.
see, like it starts with Captain America, because like the guy who's reporting, he's like, the man is holding this girl hostage, and then like police are working on it, and then there's this guy from the Pentagon that like was added to it, and then he's like, I have my best people working on it. Then Captain America shows, he's like, Avengers assemble. And so we see Captain America go out, and then we see the next was Black Panther, and he has the background, he's like, he won back. It's just like in the
Oh
background.
my god.
It's just repeated, it's just like, he won back. It's just like, oh my god. And then after, there was a guy, he was dressed as Thor, and he had like the Thor animations, so he like the Mjolnir just like went to his hands, and it was like he was storming the house. It was so fucking funny. Just my hotties of the week is the people of TikTok, cause holy hell, the imagination of everyone just contributing to this was just fucking hilarious, and I loved it.
It's so good.
So
It's
good.
so good.
The interpreter was so
The the ASL interpreter took me out.
Yeah.
It was-
It was so good. Just the reporter and the guy who put it on his screen.
doing the teleprompter.
The teleprompter was
TV
so good.
screen.
It was so good. So good.
I
People
just
have
love
so
TikTok.
much imagination, and it's I love it so much.
I love it. Fucking love TikTok.
TikTok.
I could
Yeah, I
spend
do.
hours on TikTok.
Yeah.
I do spend hours on TikTok.
I do
Yeah.
too. I do. It's just so wonderful.
Alright, who wants to go next?
Man,
Yeah, I was gonna bring up this video that I'm sure quite a lot of people have seen, that I saw earlier this week, and it's a very, very, I don't know, audacious, I would say, effort by well, the person included in this video is Haley Moronico. She's 17, and yeah, bears can be very, very scary animals. So
I almost picked this as my hottie of the week, so I'm
Yeah.
glad I didn't.
that's I
That was my other choice.
was that the badass
Mhm,
option?
that was the badass option.
Oh. So yeah, I'll show the full video because there's a full news report regarding Haley's own experiences and her point of view regarding the incident. So yeah.
Okay, here we go.
A mama bear walking on a backyard wall with her 2 cubs. When the homeowners, 3 dogs, rush toward her, the bear, trying to protect her babies, picks up one of the dogs by its vest. Then watch as Haley Marinico lunges
That's
at
clearly
the bear
4
and
dogs.
pushes her
Yeah.
off the ledge. Now, watch the video again, knowing that Haley is just 17 years old.
In that moment, I don't have much time to think. I run over to the bear, and the first thing I think to do is to push the bear off the ledge it's standing on, and it will hopefully release my dog. And somehow, thank God, it works.
Haley then picks up her dogs and runs inside.
What was going through your mind when you were face to face with this bear?
Honestly, the only thing I had in mind was to protect my dogs,
Oh, did
and
she hurt her finger? from
that's
that?
what I did.
Uh-huh.
Haley's frantic parents can be heard shouting at her in the background.
It's horrifying to see your daughter approach a huge bear and just thinking that the bear could have swiped at her face and we would be having another kind of news today.
Wildlife experts say the bear was simply trying to protect her cubs. California only has American black bears.
And they are not inherently aggressive towards humans or our pets. She was reacting to the perceived threat of the dogs. And if this animal was inherently aggressive, those dogs probably would have gotten attacked instead of just swiped at.
Do
Yeah.
not push bears. Do not get close to bears.
Mhm.
You do not want to get unlucky. I just happened to come out unscathed.
Jeez.
It's yeah, pretty bold.
It is amazing seeing a 17-year-old girl in a dress and flip-flops body slam a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I watched the video originally, I didn't realize the bear picked up the dog. I didn't realize that that's what happened. I just thought like the bear swiped at a dog and she just pushed it off. Because I saw some people were like, "Oh, well, the bear was just protecting his cubs." Well, obviously, but like the
Yeah.
dogs.
I
Dogs reacting to a bear is how dogs are gonna react to a bear. Like they're also like territorial and trying to protect like their home too, which obviously
Yeah.
like animals are animals and that's how they are. So I had no idea the bear picked up one of the dogs. I just thought she just pushed her off the ledge.
Yeah, same. I thought the bear was like when I first saw the short clip the other day. I thought it was swiping at the dogs,
Yeah.
but like just delving in further into this, it's truly horrifying. You can see why she would
Reacted the way she did.
defend. Yeah, and it's pretty courageous as well. Like you even heard her parents reacting in fear, and that's because like you don't mess with bears really.
No.
So like there's like a rhyme going around to different kind of bears that you should react like this and whatnot, but yeah,
It'd be a different story if someone like if it was someone else and like they were threatened by a bear. Like it could have been a lot worse. Like someone like trying to protect their home. Like could have had a gun. And the way that this girl reacted was probably the best outcome and the most
Yeah.
harmless outcome. So
Yeah.
I'm really glad for that. And then she acted appropriately. And like it's not the bear's fault. The bear's protecting its cubs.
yeah, and she even took a few minor injuries to it. So
Yeah, and
but,
she didn't go after the bear. Her main thing was just getting the dogs and going inside.
yeah,
Mm.
that's it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I can see Lauren doing the exact same thing if Toulouse, like if
Oh,
they
yeah.
went after Toulouse.
Oh yeah, no. Absolutely. Those it would probably be the other way around. Toulouse would go after the bear.
Aww.
He thinks he's much bigger than he is. Toulouse is my chihuahua. And I've watched him bite a dog 12 times his size.
Aww. Toulouse, baby boy.
Oh, he's a menace. Speaking of animal menaces,
Ooh.
we'll bring it to my hottie of the week.
All right.
This isn't a terribly recent story, but it was too good not to bring up and share with as many people as I possibly could. So there's been a trend going around on the internet, not just on TikTok recently, but honestly for years, of the fact that people who owned hamsters as children tend to have some awful horror stories about how the hamster died.
I have one.
And it's just, yeah, I know. And I don't have one myself because my parents were wise enough to not put the life of an animal into the hands of a small child. So I just sit back and witness all of these. But I found the best one. This woman wins on the hamster horror story scale.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have it. I'll tell you my hamster story. It's not that long after this clip.
Who've ever had a hamster, please comment how it died. I swear to God, they die in the most traumatic way.
So I absolutely win this trend. When I was about 8 years old, I got a pet hamster. I named him Butters. He was a little blonde, fluffy hamster. And every time I tried to touch him or even looked at him, he bit me. And I hated his guts. So I told my mom I would really like a different hamster because this one is mean. And I swear it's evil. He always gets out of his cage and just keeps chewing through everything like a maniac. We took him back to the pet store and said, hey, can we get a different one? And they said, sure, no problem. Awesome pet store, right? And then the next day after I returned my hamster, the pet store burned to the ground because of a rodent getting loose and chewing through the electrical wires. And I am convinced in my 8-year-old mind that I burned the pet store down with all of the animals in it to this day. And I carry that with me.
Oh
my god.
My god.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? That one takes the cake.
That one, yeah, that
Butters the hamster was a murderer. He committed arson and framed her for it.
That's revenge.
Oh my god.
When I first saw that, I just sat there in shock for like a full minute straight, and then I just started laughing and I couldn't stop.
Oh my fucking god. What? That's nowhere near. I don't think any hamster story is going to top that.
Oh no. Oh,
no, absolutely not.
My hamster story was more traumatizing. I don't know if I think I've told Lauren this story. I don't know if Liam knows this story. It's really short. So I had my hamster. I loved my hamster. I named it Peanut Butter because it smelled like peanut butter. And so, which is really weird because that one's name's Butters.
Butters.
Yeah. And so I love this hamster, and like we got the ball thing, and then it would like run around with me, and I was just like so obsessed with my hamster, right? And so my brilliant idea with my hamster is like I would play with him outside, like give him like let him roam and all that stuff, and everything's fine. I turn away for 1 second to go drink my Capri Sun, and I turn around, and a hawk comes in, takes my hamster, and flies away.
Oh no.
I was so fucking sad. I like cried, and my mom's like, what happened? And I was crying, and my dad was trying so hard not to laugh in front of me because he thought it was fucking hilarious.
Jeez.
And I'm sitting here traumatized that a fucking hawk took my fucking hamster. My parents were like, do you want another hamster? I'm like, no. No one could replace peanut butter.
Oh.
Well, that's yeah.
But a hamster burning down an entire pet store. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah,
this week's Hotties is hard. Well, shit.
We got some good choices this week. We really do.
We forgot to vote on last week's Hotties of the week. What did you guys vote for? And I'm pretty sure
I was hoping you'd forgotten about that because I actually haven't watched that part of last week.
Well.
Oh. Well.
I know what I'm voting.
I know. I know what you would vote for, Lauren. I know what you would vote
Yeah,
for.
yeah. I
Because
know
what
what
I
you
vote
would
for.
You would vote for Anthony's.
Sounds correct.
I just vote for Brianna's.
I'll give you a hint, Lauren. Both me and Alex's.
I can figure it out.
Okay.
You know what's funny though? Alex and Brianna's were the same.
Yeah.
Just a little bit different.
Just a little different. We did not
I have
plan
ample
it.
context clues.
But yeah, you would vote 100% vote for Anthony.
Good to know.
So I don't know who won. But who do you guys vote for this one? This one's hard.
This
I don't know
one's
who to vote
so
for.
hard.
Yeah, it is. Because
This is the hardest one we've ever done, I think.
I don't even know which one to choose. Like,
Like,
oh my goodness.
breaking it down, at least for me, it is badass how the girl pushed over a bear to save her dog, because I would do 100% do the same thing. But the fact that a hamster single-handedly burned down an entire pet store, I have to vote for that one.
I mean, this is it.
But the bear one was so good, but I think my final vote is going for the hamster.
I can't vote for the hamster.
Oh no.
And I love the creativity of TikTok.
I do
I
too.
loved that. That like might be one of my favorite TikTok chains I've ever seen. But I think I'm gonna have to vote for the girl who body slammed a bear.
Yeah.
as a dog owner.
Yeah.
I have to.
Alright, Liam.
See, I'm having a cheaty moment from The Good Place, indecisive on which one I want to win more.
There is
In
no
my
wrong
opinion.
answers because
Yeah.
holy hell,
They are
there's
all
no wrong
winners.
answers.
Because I think I'm more so leaning towards the hamster because that is nuts.
Insane,
How it
right?
just burnt down an entire store.
Like that
Oh
one.
man. That one takes the cake in my opinion.
Alright,
I
so
mean,
when is
I
the
love
hamster?
I love TikTok to death, but that is just nuts.
But that was also a TikTok, so
So technically,
they won.
yeah,
TikTok wins.
it's balanced. TikTok wins at the end of the day.
To be fair, the
people.
bear one was also TikTok because I saw that it was TikTok first because that's how I saw
Oh.
it the first time.
That's how it went viral. Their cousin or something posted the video of it.
Because
So
it was from their
TikTok
like
wins.
Ring app or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking hamster man.
Oh my god.
Hamsters can either be the sweetest things or evil as fuck.
Most
Yeah.
prolific mass murderer of our time, Butters the hamster.
Alright, so I guess that does it for this week's Hottie podcast. I can't wait to see who's on next week.
I believe
Oh.
it's Lauren, Anthony, and Alex. I believe.
Let me
Oh,
double
no,
check.
it's Simon. It's Simon, Alex, and Lauren.
Is it?
Oh yeah, because I'm on with the boyfriends.
Oh, okay. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see what they vote for. So yeah, tune in next week for Alex, Simon, and Lauren. Wednesdays, 11 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. BST. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to subscribe to all of us, and yeah, thanks for watching.
Glitter and murder.
Glitter and murder.
Murder.